Okay, we are ready.
Okay, wonderful. Are you the ones online able to hear us? Michael, Amrit, and Zach?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome you to the Silicon Valley Clean Energy Authority Board of Directors special meeting. Today is December 20th, 2024, and this is a 4 o'clock listed meeting. We had to call this special meeting, and I can assure you this will be the last meeting for this year. Did not expect this, but good things happen. Christmas is around the corner, so great time. Anyway, Andrea, let's get started with the logistics of the meeting, and then let's proceed to roll call.
All right, so any members of the public who would like to speak during the public comment period, we have none present in the room with us, but those online, please raise your virtual hand and you will be acknowledged at that point. You will have 3 minutes at that time to make your public comment. With that, I will proceed with roll call. I will start with Chair Walia.
Present.
Vice Chair Tyson.
Here.
Director Scozola.
Here.
Fruin.
Here.
Mekchuk.
Present.
Showalter.
Here.
Lee.
Present.
Meadows. Here. Participating online, Director Hilton.
Here.
Thank you. I will note that we have a quorum present.
Wonderful. With that, let's see if we have any public comment on matters not listed on the agenda.
I have one hand raised. It's Director Martinez Beltran, so I'll go ahead and unmute her. Director Martinez Beltran, I'm asking you to unmute. I don't know if you have the ability on your end.
Yeah, I was just, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was just, if you could put me as a panelist. I'm here with Director Hilton, but we're on separate Zooms.
Okay, will do.
Thanks.
I was gonna ask that.
Okay, no additional public comment.
Okay, so then we have one more member of the board in attendance. Wonderful. Okay, so there's only one item on the agenda today, which is to adopt resolution authorizing the Chief Executive Officer to execute a purchase and sale agreement for 298 South Sunnyvale Avenue in Sunnyvale. And just to mention that the purpose of this meeting is to only approve the resolution and not to be discussing any specific terms and conditions of the purchase and sale agreement. With that, Michael, can we have the staff report? I assume it's Michael, or is it Monica? No, it's Michael.
This is open meeting.
Yes. Absolutely. And thank you all for joining on this special meeting. Definitely appreciate that schedules are getting busy, and we'll try to keep this quick. So we today are putting a resolution before the board that is intended to capture the delegation of authority that the board made during the closed session and document it in a way that we can use to support the transfer of title and to provide along with the purchase agreement once we execute, which we're hoping to do in early January. So the resolution itself is fairly straightforward. It provides a few whereas clauses that talk about SVCE, that we're going to purchase an office building, provides a very brief summary of what was discussed at the closed session. And then the sort of active sections of it are really intended to make clear that the board has authorized staff to take any actions that are necessary to sort of complete the sale. And so the first section talks about how the board authorized the CEO to execute the purchase and sale agreement, which again was decided in the closed session, but here we're making sure it's documented. The second section gives the CEO their opportunity to administer the purchase agreement and execute any additional documents that are necessary to effectuate the sale. And just again, to make clear that there's no question about authority. And that's intended to be used to satisfy this government code section 27281. So there's no challenge that would be successful if somebody wanted to try to attack the deal. The next section is intended to make clear that the board authorizes the CEO to hand the fully executed purchase agreement to the seller. And the last section is a finding that this action is exempt from CEQA because we're purchasing an office building and intending to continue to use it as an office building. And to the extent we're proposing any changes or projects, we'll be bringing those back to the board for authorization before moving forward. So that's just a quick summary of the resolution. And again, it's intended to capture the authority that was given during the closed session so that we can provide it as an official document of the board. And with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Thank you so much, Michael. Any questions of Michael? Seeing none, let's have public comment.
No hands raised, Chair.
No hands raised. We bring it back to the board, and I would like to make a comment that I was just doing a head count. We have 8 in person, 2 online, and I really appreciate everyone coming here at such short notice for something so very special. My personal thanks to each one of you, and staff has done a phenomenal job, and also welcome the latest member on the board, J.R. Fruin. So with that, any comments or a motion to approve the resolution, Director Mekajek?
I'll make a comment and then a motion. What I'd like to do is also recognize Sally for being here in person. It's great to see her.
Don't ask me to dance.
And I think this is also great for us to be here. This is, I think, a Christmas present to all of us, or a holiday present for all of us. So this is really good. I'm excited. And if there's, I'd like to put forward a motion to accept the resolution as presented.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Director Lee. And as I said earlier, and Brian just said, this is the best Christmas present for SVCE and for all the 13 communities that SVCE represents. It's great news, and I have great faith in the wonderful team that we have at SVCE. Those smiles are just fabulous. That's what we are all going to carry home. Really, thank you to each one of you.
Best to get it over the finish line.
It will. There are always a lot of details that need to be sorted out, and I'm pretty sure each one of us here appreciates that. So any other comments? If not, let's call for a vote.
I think it's just, I want to give a lot of credit to the team, Monica and our council of putting this together. The timing is everything about real estate, as we all know. The commercial real estate market is literally in the toilets. This is the time to really look for a home. And we needed a home for a long time. This place is okay, but we could do better. So I really am excited. This change in 2025 will be an exciting year. I know it'll take a while, with all the TI or whatever we need to make the place ours, but hopefully we'll be able to do it. And one thing I do mention is, since they're extra space, I would certainly want to look into making that, instead of just renting that, potentially for more space for our staff. I think would be amazing for gathering and all that.
Sure.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. Go ahead.
I just want to say that you could have taken the route based on closed session to have done this without this, but dotting these I's and crossing these T's. And Michael, thank you, and Monica too. I don't know if you argued or you both agreed, but
We don't argue.
we don't argue. Don't argue with the council, right?
Yes.
Anyway, this is just really the right thing to do.
I appreciate that comment, Sally. And yes, Michael, before we even take a vote on this item, I do want to say, Michael, you have been a phenomenal addition to SVCE team this year. That has changed how things have worked for us in so many ways. Just having someone in-house. And so for that, Monica, credit goes to you for getting him. Okay, Yvonne, what's your comment, please?
I just want to thank the staff. I know that we're all trying to navigate the holidays 1 foot in, 1 foot out, yet the staff has been there. I mean, here we are in the nth day. This is when you do real estate deals to get the best deal. So I just appreciate the commitment to really keep this going. I mean, you guys have been on full deck, so thank you.
Thanks. Other comments or time to take a vote? Okay, Andrea, let's take a vote.
Okay, to adopt resolution 2024-17, Chair Walia,
Thrilled to say yes.
Vice Chair Tyson,
I echo that, yes.
Director Scozola,
Woohoo, or aye.
Rowe
Aye.
Showalter,
Absolutely.
Lee,
I,
Meadows,
Aye.
Hilton,
Aye.
Hughes Beltran.
Aye.
Thank you, that motion carries
Unanimously.
unanimous.
Wonderful.
Can I just
Great.
say thank you to all of you for coming together with such short notice? I know that when I first took this role, one of the things I asked before I accepted the role is if I could postpone this purchase decision, because I obviously do not know much about commercial real estate, and I felt like it would be a distraction for me and my staff as I settled into this new role. But like Director Lee says, opportunities come and you can't ignore them. And so we were able to take this opportunity, mostly because I knew I could go to the board and get your support, because you've been nothing but supportive all for 8 months that I've been in this role now. But I also want to thank the team that's got us here so far. So Amrit, Karen, Nick, and Mike for sure. And so we still have a ways to go. We have to get through the holidays and actually get a purchase sale agreement in place. And then we have the 30 days of due diligence. So fingers crossed, we get our next board meeting, we have a purchase sale agreement in place. And then the one in February, we'll announce that we have the building, and then we'll start from there. All right, and thank you again.
You are most welcome, and thank you to the full team for all the work, especially the willingness to go through the details if any needed during the holiday time. I deeply appreciate that.
And I would also say that, there are opportunities that people ignore, don't acknowledge, aren't wise enough to take advantage of. And so I think I am very grateful, and I'm sure everybody else is, that you didn't do that. You took advantage of this opportunity, even though we'd sort of said very clearly, well, the path is to rent someplace. And it became obvious that this was just a much better opportunity. So I really applaud you for recognizing that and going for it. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great. So you have a unanimous vote. With that, the meeting is adjourned. See you all in 2025 and happy holidays. Thanks.
Quickest meeting
And then our
ever.
quick